Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we're joined here tonight in the studio by Dr. Mohammed Azzam, the board member of the International Association of the Management of Technology. Dr. Azzam, good evening. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, and always pleasure and honor being with you.
Our pleasure, sir. Dr. Azzam, first off, now talking about, obviously, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict taking place in Gaza. Now, everybody knows and everybody's following the airstrikes, the bombardments, and quite recently the ground offensive taking place. But I want to focus more on the technological aspect, the technological warfare, if we may say so. What sort of a role can technology play for the warfare and the conflict taking place in the Gaza Strip? Now, how can the Israeli side be using technology in its favor, and how can the Palestinians, be it the civilians, the people in the hospitals, how are they also using technology as a tool to help them survive the sufferings and the atrocities taking place?
Thank you for this question. Of course, this is unprecedented crisis, and it's a full-fledged crisis taking place. And of course, we are seeing so many things are taking place in Gaza Strip, and of course, our hearts are with them over there. And of course, always the technology plays a critical role in conflicts. Starting from using smart precision arms. Using, of course, one of the things we've seen over the past few years is a drone or unmanned aerial vehicles is now used heavily in conflicts nowadays. And before this kind of technology was invented, actually this kind of weapons were only belonging to governments. And now with the advancement of technology and availing such technology for everyone, and even adopting such technology in conflicts everywhere in the world. We've seen this in the Ukrainian war started February 2022, and now we are seeing the use of drones heavily in Gaza Strip conflicts between the Israeli and Palestinian. And of course, this is changing the landscape of the warfare. And of course, technology is not only used in the traditional warfare equipment or instrument. Actually now has been used even for dominating the public opinion. Also for having or disseminating misinformation and disinformation, using artificial intelligence to create fake news. And we've seen this actually during the President Biden speech, and he was using or he was demonstrating a video that was faked by artificial intelligence, and the day after the White House apologized for using this kind of fake deep-faked video. And even one of the most prominent TV channels or news channels, CNN, used also a manipulated video, and also they apologized for such things. So technology now is playing really a critical role, especially our information, we are taking now the news mainly from the platforms, from the social platforms. Yes. And we've seen how a platform like Facebook took a decision to minimize the reach of news related to our part of the world, and even eradicating content generated by users talking about this crisis in Gaza, while the other platform like the X or the X Twitter, Elon Musk actually made a post saying that the bird is freed. So he opened the platform for all opinions. And of course, we've seen a lot of fake accounts and manipulated accounts disseminating a lot of disinformation and misinformation. Yes. And this is actually maybe the Ukrainian crisis and now Gaza crisis are the two major events that we've seen such amount of fake news. Actually, it's becoming infodemic. It's becoming it's becoming a sort of a new sort of pandemic.
Yes, definitely.
Because now you can manipulate anything. You can manipulate the videos, you can manipulate and compromise the pictures and data, and text, everything. And again, before this advancement of artificial intelligence and generative artificial intelligence and the tools that provided by the artificial intelligence, it was very hard to go and make a sort of a fake news. And now individuals, any ordinary individual can use this kind of technology for making fake news, for making misinformation. And also we've seen this a lot during the COVID pandemic. Within the first months of the virus outbreak, there was like 550 million tweets talking about the virus, and like 350 million YouTube videos talking about the virus and how the virus is affecting us. And even the Secretary General said that we are fighting a healthcare or a health crisis, while we're fighting the health crisis along with other sort of pandemic, which is infodemic.
Yes. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're also joined over the phone now by Ambassador Mohammed, former Assistant Foreign Minister, to shed more light on the developments taking place. Good evening, Mr. Ambassador. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.